Have you ever wondered about the untapped potential of the human mind? Well, welcome to the world of remote viewing, a phenomenon explored by the pioneering research at the Stanford Research Institute, SRI. Russell Targ, American physicist, parapsychologist, and author, along with Jane Katra, Doctor of Health, published this research. In the realm of inquiry, three distinct figures emerge: the spiritual healer, the mystic, and the scientist. Each in their own domain grapples with the intricacies of consciousness and its interconnected nature. Within the research corridors of Stanford Research Institute, or SRI, Russell Targ embarked on an exploration of remote viewing, a phenomenon characterized by the reception of information beyond the confines of traditional sensory channels. Here they observed the flow of information, a hallmark of psychic perception, and the intentional direction of energy facilitating remote healing. This dynamic interplay was found to be anchored in the state of tranquil awareness where self-reflection flourished. Dr. Russell Targ and collaborator Dr. Jane Katra, in their work, The Heart of the Mind, cautioned against the tunnel vision that fixates solely on phenomena or the allure of extrasensory perception. Instead, they urge the recognition of extraordinary human potential revealed through exceptional abilities. Beyond the confines of academic institutions, the field of quantum physics delves into profound interconnectedness of the universe. Dr. Bohm's concept of quantum interconnectedness sheds light on the entangled nature of particles, where even those separated by vast distances exhibit correlated behavior. This phenomenon, termed non-locality, stands as a cornerstone of contemporary science inquiry. In parallel, psychic abilities and remote viewing serve as empirical evidence of non-local connections within consciousness. These phenomena transcend conventional notions of space and time, offering insights into the expansive nature of awareness. For practitioners of healing arts, such connections pave the way for Era 3 healing, where intentionality bridges physical distances to facilitate healing processes, as explained by Larry Dossey in Reinventing Medicine. As the dawn of understanding breaks, humanity is confronted with the realization that introspection unveils layers of the self beyond mere physicality. This ongoing journey beckons exploration into the depths of human consciousness and the mysteries of our existence. In the world of exploring the mind's potential, SRI stands out for its investigations into something called remote viewing. This is essentially the ability to see things in your mind that are far away or even events that haven't happened yet, or precognition. For over 20 years, SRI, with the support from the CIA and other government agencies, looked into this phenomenon. Dr. Targ was part of this program, which started in 1972. Despite some doubts, the research at SRI showed that people could indeed learn to do remote viewing and use it to gain information about places and events that they couldn't see directly. They found that remote viewers could often describe things accurately, like objects or landscapes, or even without knowing what they were looking at. Sometimes, they even felt things or heard sounds related to what they were seeing. In experiments, remote viewers occasionally describe things with remarkable accuracy, sometimes up to 80%. Surprisingly, distance didn't seem to affect their ability to see things far away. For example, in 1984, they successfully did remote viewing experiments between Moscow and San Francisco, even though they were thousands of miles apart. One notable success was when a retired police officer named Pat Price accurately described a secret Soviet weapons lab in Siberia just by knowing the location on a map. This trial was so successful that it caught the attention of Congress. The findings from SRI's research were published in prestigious scientific journals, showing that there was something very real to remote viewing. Even Russell Targ, who was initially just an observer, found himself able to do remote viewing in one experiment, accurately describing what someone was doing in Colombia without any prior knowledge. The research also connected with ancient teachings that suggest our consciousness isn't limited by distance or time. Precognitive dreams, where people dream about things that haven't happened yet, hint at this idea. While the exact science behind these abilities is still unclear, the research shows that there's more to our minds than we might think. It challenges our understanding of how the world works and opens up new possibilities for exploration and understanding. Since ancient times, individuals with exceptional healing abilities have been revered across cultures. From the pharaohs of ancient Egypt to the founders of great religions like Buddha, Jesus of Nazareth, and the Prophet Muhammad, healers have played a pivotal role in society. Yet, Western thought has often overlooked the profound impact of mind-to-mind healing in other cultures, as our focus on humanism and reason has overshadowed the role of consciousness in healing. In recent decades, however, pioneering experiments have begun to shed light on the potential of one person's consciousness to influence another's health. Psychiatrist Daniel J. Benner, MD, analyzed over 150 controlled studies from around the world in his 1993 book, Healing Research. More than half of these studies demonstrated significant healing effects, spanning various living organisms, from enzymes to humans. A landmark study by Fred Seicher, Elizabeth Targ, and colleagues published in the December 1998 issue of the Western Medical Journal investigated therapeutic effects of distant healing on men with advanced AIDS. This study defined distant healing as a mental act intended to benefit another's physical or emotional well-being from a distance. Participants underwent intensive distant healing sessions over a 10-week period, with experienced healers directing healing intentions toward them. Remarkably, the treatment group exhibited significantly better medical and quality of life outcomes compared to the controlled group. Specifically, the treatment group experienced fewer outpatient doctor visits, 185 versus 260, fewer days of hospitalization, 10 versus 68, less severe illnesses acquired during the study as measured by illness severity scores, 16 versus 43, and significantly less emotional distress. Similar successful studies of distant healing have been published in prestigious medical journals. Randolph C. Bird, MD, demonstrated distant healing's effectiveness in a double-blind study involving cardiac patients published in the Southern Medical Journal in 1988. Cardiologist William Harris and associates replicated this success with heart patients, publishing their findings in the Archives of Internal Medicine in 1999. Notably, the study by Seicher and Targ achieved significant results with fewer patients compared to other studies. This may be attributed to the extensive experience of the healers involved, who each had over 5 years of healing experience. Further analysis of distant healing studies by researchers like John Aston, Marilyn Schlitz, William Broad, and Elizabeth Targ underscore the efficiency of distant healing interventions. The non-local nature of the universe has prompted speculation about the mechanisms behind distant healing. William Broad suggests that healing intentions may influence critical moments in the past, affecting alternate future pathways of illness development. This notion of backward causation resonates with experiences like precognitive dreams, where future events seemingly influence present experiences. While the precise mechanisms underlying distant healing remain elusive, scientific inquiry has illuminated the profound interconnectedness of consciousness. Our thoughts have been shown to affect others, highlighting the intricate web of interconnectedness that permeates through our existence. As we continue to explore these phenomena, we uncover the inherent power of consciousness to shape our reality and influence the well-being of others. In the quest for spirituality, grounded in experience rather than blind faith, many find themselves pondering the intersection of science and religion. Can one maintain a critical, analytical mind while exploring the realms of spirituality and consciousness? Robert Einstein hinted at the possibility, suggesting that the longing for truth may stem from a deeper source than objective knowledge alone. Across cultures throughout history, wisdom teachers have beckoned seekers to explore the depths of consciousness in search of truth. From Jesus' teachings on the peace that passes all understanding to Einstein's musings on the origins of human longing, a common thread emerges. The potential for a profound connection is something greater than ourselves. Herbert Benson proposed that humanity may be hardwired for God, implying that the yearning for spiritual experience is ingrained in our very being, even our DNA. Mystics from various traditions, from Buddha to Rumi, have shared a similar message, that the experience of divinity transcends religious affiliation or ritual. When the mind is quieted, whether through prayer, meditation, or contemplation, individuals often report a sense of universal love and interconnectedness. This feeling of oneness with all living beings has been described as an encounter with the divine, a realization that we are all part of a vast, interconnected web of consciousness. But why would a scientist pray? The answer lies in the recognition that the pursuit of truth extends beyond the realm of empirical evidence. Ludwig Wittgenstein and Alfred Ayer, renowned logicians of the 20th century, came to acknowledge the validity of mystical experience as a form of observable data, challenging the notion that spirituality is beyond the realm of scientific inquiry. Ken Wilber further emphasizes the compatibility of science and spirituality, suggesting that both offer valid avenues for exploring truth. Just as we rely on our senses and intellect to understand the physical world, contemplative practices provide access to the realm of a spiritual experience. In the face of uncertainty and indeterminacy in the scientific realm, the experience of God offers a grounding force, a personal encounter with the transcendent that defies easy explanation. As individuals navigate the complexities of life, the choice of where to direct attention becomes paramount. Through self-inquiry and the cultivation of awareness, one can tap into a deeper dimension of existence, influencing not only personal perceptions, but also collective experiences and behaviors. In the end, whether one is a scientist, a philosopher, or a seeker of truth, the journey of self-discovery and spiritual exploration remains open to all who dare to venture beyond the confines of the thinking mind and embrace the vastness of human consciousness. Dr. Targ and Dr. Katra ended this publication stating, "We conclude that the scientific and spiritual implications of psychic abilities are evident in the continually unfolding mystery of the space-time in which we live, and a quiet mind has the opportunity for experience itself as love that is timeless, eternal, and unseparated by our bodies." I leave you to ponder this quote from Einstein. Whenever we sit peacefully and quiet our mind, we have an opportunity to experience an oceanic connection with something outside our separate self. To many, that connection is experienced as an overpowering feeling of love, and it may well constitute part of our evolutionary process as a species. I really felt like it was important to show this research in my first video because it opens up the entire world of the supernatural and paranormal. Because having this level of documentation around things where we know that we can control with our minds, or whether it be prayer or a different type of distant healing, whatever the case is, it really does validate the abilities that we really don't understand as a human race at this point. And going forward, we're going to be talking about all sorts of things from exorcisms to cryptids to ghost stories, and even making connections between these. And I'm really looking forward to spending this time with you, and I appreciate your support. We're going to have fun, and we are going to stay weird.